right, I think we're ready to go live right here. It's J Mike, guys. So, thank you for coming in. We're just getting started, so it's not time to say that yet. In my funny way, as my regulars know, it takes me a few minutes to get going. I gotta do a sound check. We'll do that real quick. All right, that's good. Done. Today's topic. If you're new to the channel and you see the slow mode, it's so you can't quickly put in a lot of spam, but you can send a second message in a few seconds. Thank you. If you wish to chat, you got to subscribe for 1 minute. So if you don't have a minute to be patient, then you can't chat. Let's see. So the topic for today, and we'll get started into that in a few minutes. Why are expats such dating experts? Men come from Western countries and they come into the Philippines and they're dating experts. What makes a man a dating expert? I always hear that. Hey, MJ, I always hear that. Like, I see the thumbnails out there in the whatever bucket I'm looking at for videos. I don't watch them all, but I see the thumbnails, in the title and the catchphrase. Or sometimes I'll watch for a minute or two. Sometimes I'll watch the whole thing. Now, I'm not saying that everybody's wrong about everything. What I'm saying is, Columbia fan, how are you? What I'm saying is, men travel from the West, they come here and they're dating experts. We're all dating experts, right? Most of us. Now, if you're married and you say, I chose the wrong girl, you need to look at yourself. Flexi girl, JB, what's up? What's going on? I'm having coffee. It's still morning here, 9:53 a.m. in Rizal, Philippines. I like that. The Philippines is one time zone. I like that. In the U.S., there's so many time zones, nobody knows what time it is. It's like, okay, Timex check. What time is it in your neck of the woods? Shout out, Flexi Girl. Give me a second. I will. Did you change your call, or are you using a ninja? So many people use ninjas. Give me all your ninjas. Well, they promise help. That no, we're gonna move around on a different topic. Well, they promise help, and then they give you ninjas. They give you 10 ninjas or however many there are, 20, and then they say, "I'm helping that person." No, that doesn't help anybody. Giving ninja subscribers doesn't help them. They'll never. The object of being on YouTube. No, they call it social media, and I guess there's tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people that are not getting paid, and they don't expect to get paid, but they want subscribers. It's like the point of a subscriber is so that if I subscribe to you, that means I'm hoping that I will get another video and I might like it. It doesn't mean I'm going to watch all your videos. It means Mike G's vlogs means the whole world to Dobson. I gotta be careful what I say. If I'm going to name somebody, I gotta be very, very careful about what I say. Now, some truth comes out of everyone, right? But the most dangerous thing in the world is partial truth. And I'm not making this stuff up. Centuries ago, Benjamin Franklin, the pictured fellow on the $100 bill, the U.S. $100 bill, the most famous piece of money on earth, was asked, "How do you know all this? How do you figure this stuff out and make it all up. He goes, I don't make this stuff up. This is ancient knowledge. I just happen to acquire it. And they don't, people that don't understand that, they make all these errors and then they think that they're telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And they're making up their own truth. It's truly true. No, those two fellows have both said to me, watch out for that other guy. They both said it. I told you about him. I'm hearing it from both sides. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep you guys over here in that corner, or maybe opposite corners, and let them come out slugging. You got to be careful. It's more than just two guys. These are the guys in our neck of the woods that are swinging their fists at everything. Darren is a friend to all. Mike will kick all your asses. So I don't know. Darren's never threatened to whoop me. Darren will just continually tell me he's helping everybody, and I'm here to help all. And no matter what I say, a friend to all is a friend to none. He thinks I'm making that up. The uninformed people, or the misinformed people, or the people that are following the first truth as a lie, that like they're rejecting the first truth, they'll say anything and they'll go along with whatever they want and they'll think that's the truth, and it ain't true. So why are expats such dating experts? They get a girl or two, or a tramp, or who knows, I don't know how many, and they think that they're better than other men at finding the right woman. No, you're better than other men at finding tramps. But it's going to not end well for you if you're in the Philippines, because that whoever that girl is, she has family. The most important thing, Sally Rum Gamer, the most important thing to a Filipina is her family. You come second. I come second here to normal. Now she'll tell me otherwise, but I realize that I cannot replace her family. It can't happen. But she gives me enough time of day. I get respect because I understand that. They respect me. And I enjoy that. I've never been so respected in the USA. There's a lack, or a lot, there's a lot of disrespect for elders. Younger people think they're smarter than older people. Where that comes from is like they don't have the information in their heads to know where that comes from, because they're quick to learn. They're in learning mode, especially if they're very young. They're in learning mode, but they don't realize all the mistakes they're making. Marry me. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up. It's hard to get thumbs up on this format, but easy to get views, hard to get thumbs up. So if you're on cell phone, just touch those three dots somewhere near the up above here. I think it's over there. I'm not sure, and it'll drop down, and you'll see thumbs up or down. And hopefully you click the thumbs up. Um, so we get a lot of dating experts, and I don't understand that at all. Why they're doing that? Or maybe they have a sponsorship or something. Someone's paying them to hold on. YouTube's bugging me. Okay. I don't know why they're repeatedly asking the same question to see if I'm consistent with my answers. Well, if your timer isn't consistent, my answers can't be consistent. That's what they're timing the estimation of time for videos to be uploaded. Now, the big channels get quicker uploads to HD, and the smaller channels do not. So maybe that's a good thing that they're asking me. Only The only dating service I would recommend to meet a Filipina is Christian Filipina. And if you need reliable visa service, and I really do mean service, help with getting a visa to bring a Filipina from the Philippines to a Western country, I highly recommend reliable and premium visa assistance from Filipino Visa, which is an affiliate of ChristianFilipinaDating.com. Check that out in my description, guys. It's right under the live video. It's there now. Oh, wait a minute, it's not there now. I'm gonna have to put that in there. Just take a second. All right, should be there now. They're still asking me. All right, I'm gonna get out of there. Where are we? Back to the video. It's hard to come from studio back to live channel. Let's see, where can I go? Here we go. There's an invisible button in studio. It's the good button. It's still there. It was there and it's gone, but it's still active. It's invisible. So why are expats, expatriates, such dating experts? Uh, if you have a history of dating and being disrespected, or dating and getting dumped, or not really enjoying long-term affairs, and then you have a list of significant others that are now out of your life, what does that tell you? Does it make you a dating expert? Now, they say love is not scientific, but there are. So, why are these people with degrees? Why do they become the dating experts? They're not experts. They're like, Doctor Who, Dr. Jill, or Dr. Jules, or Dr. Juliana, or whoever it is. I don't know. I don't know what makes them dating experts. Oh, let's see. Lee Sung Soon's here. Hi, Lee. Hi, Lee Sung Soon. I like to put my hands up and go like this. Oh, the big channels always have the big perfect smile. They take a million pictures and then I like this one. I'll use that, and then it's in all their thumbnails. Mr. Beast. He doesn't actually. I do not regard that as a cute smile that he's got, but he's got all the views. That's for sure. It helps to give away cash money that you can see in an open suitcase. Suitcases of money. Come and get it. They're full of themselves. They can't get over themselves. Dr. Ruth. Dr. Ruth was a funny one. I'm talking about like the young ones now that they're maybe 30 to 40 or whatever. They're 30s or 40s. They have sociology degrees or whatever it is they've got. Um, my first wife, and this is the only joke I'll say, because it's not just about her. It's about I tested this joke on her because she had a degree in graphic arts, and I said, "Do you know what they what when you have a degree like that in a social study or an art degree? What are you good at saying? Would you like fries with that?" They typically get jobs in the food service industry, and there's a reason for that. I know a joke about. Let's hear the joke about Dr. Ruth. I want to hear it because everybody's a dating expert. Everybody. The thing is, you just need to hear it from another person. But I wouldn't listen to another expat. That's for sure. And here I am doing it. Right. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Well, maybe not the bottom, but I'm gonna scratch the surface. Give me. Are you giving out, Darren? Are you giving out dating advice? I hope not. No, don't do that. You're giving out advice on how to grow your channel. Subscribers are not they're they're not really indicative. If you get the silver button, you're in trouble. The silver button for 100,000 subscribers. When if and when you get that, you'll be in deep trouble because your analytics. YouTube knows your analytics. They don't need to ask you if they can check that. Your ratio of views per impression will be like nothing. If someone doesn't log in, and if they do log in, but it's only to subscribe to more channels, they're not watching videos. If so, when they'll get those impressions and they won't pay attention to that. That means your impression to view count will be like nothing. That's the problem with adding chunks of subscribers. Even if it's you're really going in there on your ninjas and you're going over. That's how they do it. So those aren't real. They're not engaged in watching videos. So if you're not making videos, there's no point in it at all, other than to just enjoy yourself watching Debbie's live stream. I won't hook people up so I can't be blamed for their faults. DD's channel. See, you're not growing at all because you don't have any videos for yourself. I'm just getting started. So, but I don't know how long I'm going to be doing that. And soon I will block you if you keep saying that. I'm getting tired of it. I don't mind you being here. Thank you for the view, but you keep doing and saying the same things. Oh, that's what an autistic person does. They keep saying the same exact things. It's been years now. You are trying to grow with no videos. And that's what I'm talking about. You need videos. I'm just barely getting started. Angel Savannah's here. Awesome. Angel and Hercules John's here. So let's hear the Dr. Ruth joke. I need some jokes. Why are expats such dating experts? I see the thumbnails and the titles. I don't watch all their videos, but because I'm sick and tired of some of them. The ones I'm sick of, I've already seen one or two videos or more. But I'm done. I'm done with it. There was one guy, I kind of liked him, but he was a little rough. He seemed to me to be like, I don't know that much about him other than I think he lives on the island of Cebu, but not in the city. Somewhere in the central Visayas. And he's got a nice place. He probably has a good military pension. He's married. He's been here 5 years, but he's very demonstrative about the way he speaks. He's like Stephen A. Smith. The loudest voice in the room is the one who knows the least. I'm not making that up. That's ancient facts, guys. A variety of interests. If you don't have a variety of interests, you'll be dead. You're a dead man. Everybody has a variety of interests. I have guitar, language, foreign language, um, finance, which I don't care about anymore. I'm not, no, I'm certainly not a dating expert, but I can tell you what if you're doing something wrong. It's not wrong to be married. It's wrong to pretend to have a fiance or a wife when you don't have any wedding videos. You're a video creator on YouTube. If you were married, there would be something in the form of a video about your wedding. I married Norma twice. Once online, you were there. Thank you for your service. And when we got here on our anniversary, after we got here, we got married again, and there's more video about that with the pastor, wonderful man. Now, there's more video that we went out into the church area, but it was an off day. It wasn't really the wedding was celebrated at home, and we have video about that too. So there's video. Sorry, I can't put that on screen other than in the chat about the. But thank you for your support for the super chat, Hercules, John. Thank you so much for doing that. Yeah, let me see some video about that. If you're saying you're married, I want video. Or else, until I see a video about your wedding or your wife, you kissing her, I'm going to call you a liar. You're a liar. And that's the problem with you. You 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 say stuff that's true, that's true, that's true. That's a lie. And that's what I'm saying. Nobody helps all. You can help a few, but what are you helping them at? They're never. You can't help them make videos. That's the only thing they need. Because I told Ellie, I made comments in a lot of his videos. Try doing this, try doing that, instead of what this, instead of this, try that, try that. He didn't like it. He didn't. No, I'm just gonna. If your title of your video is at the lake, I want to see water. I don't want to see dirt. I don't want to see your feet walking on dirt to get to the parking lot, to get to your car, to get to the front door, to get through to pay, to get out through the gate and out to the walking area and then see water. 2-3 minutes into the video, I don't want to see that. And nobody else does either. So I have no interest in watching silent live streams. That is not helpful. That's a big mistake. See, you're in such a rush. Why don't you do circle A at marry me and get it spelled out instead of just ARY? Which means that tells me you're not paying attention to people. You're saying hi because you want her to connect to you, which doesn't really help you. You're still fishing after it's been over 3 years and you're still fishing. You don't need to fish. You do not need to fish for subscribers. All that's going to do is, that's why your subscribers go up and down, because they're not watching videos. You'll have 10 more subscribers for a day or two, and then the 9 of them will be gone. So it's not a good way to grow your channel. If you have enough videos, people will watch and they'll subscribe. You'll get subscribers that way. And when that's consistent, when you consistently make videos, you will consistently go up in subscribers. That's what I'm beginning to do that. But it's been about a year now. But it gets better. It doesn't get, if it gets worse, that's because you're taking, you can't take a break, because the successful channels, if you notice, are part of a team in their little companies, and some of them are quite big. Mr. Beast has, last time I checked, he has 10 people only working on thumbnails. When I look at thumbnails, I'm like, now I'm creating 3 or 4 for each video, and I'm like, I still don't have a total grip on that. I have a video that's not scheduled to be live, so you can't see that one. It's my latest. It might be one of our best, but it's not ready yet. It's almost ready. It's all up. It's just waiting for the final approval. I do have someone helping me, but they're not affiliated with me. It's a business affiliation, but they're not. I promised to do 2 things per month for them, and that's what I'm waiting for. I don't really want, I'm giving growing advice right now, but I don't really want to do a growing channel with other people up on the live stream. I don't like that. Like, anybody at all can just come up, and then if you have 2 people on the live stream, that's enough. If a third person and then a fourth, and it's usually 3 or 4 pop in right away, and then all of a sudden there's 2 new people, it's like, what the fuck is going on here? And then one of them wants to talk, or they both want to talk, and then maybe a 5th person comes in. It's like, okay, this is chaos. Heaven forbid you have 9 or 10. It's like, That doesn't work. I was so fed up with that. And it doesn't mean I hate them. It's just when you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people on stage, that's a clown show. That's a zoo. Maybe you say, "Well, I love it. It's because it's exciting." It's like for who? For whom? For whom? Expats. Why are you giving dating advice? I hate that. No, I'm going to tell you right now, the only dating service I would recommend to meet Filipinas, to meet them, is Christian Filipino. And if you're trying to get a visa to bring a Filipino to your home country, I recommend for reliable and premium visa assistance, Christian Filipino dating Filipino visa. So it's a separate affiliate of Christian Filipino, but it's Filipino visa, and that's separate from them. I recommend them. You're gonna look at the price and go, "Oh, I'm not paying that." So when I came here, before I came here, there was a travel ban, and Norma and I was freaking out. Norma was listening to it. It's like it took months just to get the paperwork right. And then I had to do express mails because I was running out of time. Because one of the requirements was I had to have air and hotel booking ahead of time. It had to be pre-approved hotels and stuff like that. And only one airline that was because everything was shut down. So I was running out of time, and I didn't know which consulate to talk to because they weren't answering me. So they're there to do all the paperwork for you. Filipino visa. There's a little bit of a price to it, but it's worth it because you're going to waste money on express mails and all the stuff. You're not going to be sure. I said to myself, I have plenty of time for these flight arrangements and hotel arrangements because it was way in advance. And the next thing you knew, I had a week left and I wasn't sure. And then with 7 days left, I finally got my visa. And I'm like, oh, I thought I was going to have to cancel, and that would have cost more money. Cancel and reschedule. Till when? Forever? Forever and ever, amen. If you need more bananas, see, pay no attention to XYZ. So I told you I'm going to block you, but you ain't listening. We're not here to do that, Darren. You're self promoting, and we're not doing that. But I gave you a jacket, so just post a link to a video and stop telling me that the, the people who want bananas are the people that are just getting started. My advice to you is to make a great video. Make one video, then make another. And make sure you're using an editor with the best part of the video in the first 30 seconds. That's my advice to everyone. If you want to start making videos, you got to keep doing it. You can't just make a few videos and say, "Okay, I have videos." It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. So, and neither does giving dating advice. Everybody, when men get, I don't know if they're getting upset or if they just, they have a like a website affiliate, and they want to that they think that qualifies them for giving dating advice. Maybe because they got laid like 2 days ago. For, if you're 60, don't tell me you're getting laid every day because it ain't true. If you're getting laid 2 or 3 times a week, I might believe you. I don't have the freaking energy for that. I'm more than 60. I'm 67. I'm not afraid to say that. I'm 67. I get laid, but that's all I'm going to say. And I shouldn't even refer to it as that. Because my wife deserves my respect. And, if you start giving personal information, start talking about orgasms and stuff, that's disrespectful of your lady, your wife. The do's and don'ts. Don't give personal information about your sex life, especially if you're married. But even if you're not married, she deserves all your respect before she marries you, right? If you need more bananas, don't go to Darren Dobson. because you're only going to, how many are there, Darren? How many do you give? Maybe if you want, if you're small and you need 1,000, but it's not going to help your watch time, and that's what you really need. So if Ellie help, I'm going to give him a plug here. Ellie's Adventure Channel, Ellie's Adventures Channel. He's got himself, what is he over 3,000 subscribers? No, last time I checked, it was under 2. So somebody gave him another 1,000. They're not watching his videos because he's got no watch hours. All the watch hours I gave him and you gave him, they're over a year. That was over a year ago. They're wiped out. That's why everyone thinks YouTube's taking away my watch hours. Yeah, because you're on a rolling 12. Every month, that 13th month drops off from a year ago, and now you got to start over. You can't skip months without videos. And if you need watch hours, you need videos. If you have people going to watch your video to help you, they're not going to keep doing that. They're going to do it once or twice. If you're winning watch hours, that's not enough to get you over 4,000. If you win 5 watch hours a week, or even if you win that twice, you're wasting your time in those videos because that's never going to get you over the 4,000. You're never going to get over 4,000 doing that because those bananas are not watching your videos. So it's a piece of work. It's a 3-month agreement right now, so I have to give them something that works. And right now, it's hard to get views on a regular video. My last one has about 3,400 views, I think. That's really not enough. It's better than 400 or 500 like a live stream will get, but some live streams get 1,000. But when you look at it, that's still not enough. You need you need it to be consistent. You need to get over 50 and 100,000 views. That's when you can even hope to start making consistent money. Respect is best. So a lot of expats are talking about, their sexcapades. That's never going to work with a real Filipino. That's a red flag. If your wife is a secret, that's a red flag. Let's talk about all the red flags. I need actually a collaboration for that because then we say more and we give more. The red flags, talking about I'm married, we have sex, that's all the details I'm going to give you. I'm 67, I don't, there are a number, and it's a sin, so I always ask for forgiveness. My past history with women was sinful because I didn't marry them. And I was always thinking, God, thank you for the girlfriend I have, God. But the problem is, I was worshiping those girls' bodies, and that's a sin. And they all got taken away from me. Every single one of them disappeared. Why is that? I was thinking of marrying some of them, but God had other plans. That's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to have sex out of wedlock. We're all guilty of that sin. I'm as guilty as anybody. But you have to repent from that. Repent means not only to stop it, but to never do it again. It's a two-edged word right there. Absolutely. Mike G had bad experience in the Philippines. He might not go back. Well, that's because he didn't have a plan. You need a plan. We don't plan to fail. We fail to plan. So what he did, he made his mistake before he came here. He got rid of his lady friends. See, he thought that he had a choice on his live streams. He thought he was getting all the girls and that we were gay. But the reality is that those weren't his girls. They were supporting Shamel. And when I went in there and said, Mike, you're hurting Shamel. She's the one. He didn't understand that. Or he acted like he didn't understand it. So his bad experience happened while he was still in Vancouver. I'll tell him that until I'm blue in the face. You made the mistake of getting rid of your friends and then, oh, because I can have sex with somebody else. Oh, really? How did that work out for you? How did that work out for you? If you think you can just like leave your home country to have sex like every week or some guys say every day, that's ridiculous. That's not going to end well for you because Filipinos are family oriented. I get a video. The video is made, but it's not public yet. Norman and I talk about that, and it's coming out very soon. It at least at the very latest it'll be out on Wednesday. So because that's the day I selected for releasing of videos for Filipino Christian Filipina and Filipino visa. So you need to be very careful when you chat with women. You're a Westerner, you're in a Western country. It could be Canada, America, it could be Mexico, South America, Brazil, Great Britain, Germany, Netherlands, all those countries, the English speaking countries. When you're online talking to a Filipino, you can't talk about sex. If you're talking about sex, that's not going to end well. You've already ruined it. That's what men do. When men don't have a woman, they think, "Oh, I'm just going to talk about sex, or I'm going to tell you how to get a girl, or I'm going to give you dating advice, and it's going to include sex." It's like that's the dumbest thing in the world. Um, I can't give you graphic advice about how to have sex, but if you are showing women how to use sex toys, you ought to be shot in the head and for all to see. It should be on TV for the entire planet to watch. You get shot in the head. He's putting dildos in the ass of women. You need it in the head, especially if you're coming here to meet Filipinos to do that, to train them to be little porn stars. You're sick, and you should be stopped. You shouldn't be deported. You should be put in jail. You should be jailed without your communication device. I said too much. This is terrible. I'll have to edit that out. But some of you guys need that language to understand what is going on. It's deplorable. Hillary Clinton has almost taken that word away because that's how she describes me. I'm a deplorable. Proud to be a deplorable. How to date online. Don't talk about sex. Filipinos are interested in. There's a lot of beautiful malls in the Philippines. Everyone thinks, oh, it's a third world country. No, you're going to get killed first of all. Nobody has any running water. That's all untrue. There are a lot of poor people in the Philippines, but they're hard workers and they love the malls. You don't have to go to a mall and buy bags of things for your. If you're just starting to date someone, you're coming here to meet her, buy her one thing and she'll be happy. That will strengthen your relationship. They love food. Um, Bring her to all you can eat buffet. It's not that expensive. It is to a Filipino, but it's not for you, especially if you're still using working money. Uh, um, Men don't know how to. A lot of men, I'm not saying all men, but a lot of men, they'll rush off to watch those videos. What's in it? What's in it? I want sex. It's like, okay, first of all, you're freaking 50 or 60. That's not going to end well. You need trying to impress your girlfriend. She wants the simple things, and she doesn't want to hear that. Oh, I'm going to teach you how to indoctrinate your girl and then get more than one and then tell her it's either this or nothing. That's disgusting. Those men belong in jail, and actually there are people watching you, and you're all going to be stopped one by one. Some of you may last longer, get away with it longer, but you're all going to be stopped. You're going to be stopped. So I might not go back because I had a bad. You made your mistake back in Canada when you got rid of you told your friends to screw. That was your first mistake. The one who cared about you is now pretty happy with somebody else, and put that in your marijuana cigarette and smoke it. If you get caught with marijuana here, I would not want to be you. Oh, everyone thinks it's okay in the West. It's legal in a lot of places in America. It's like approximately 50% of the states have it legalized, where it's decriminalized. Well, we can't make it legal because there's a federal law against it, but we can decriminalize it and say, well, if you only have this much, it's okay. And then everyone thinks it's okay to smoke it. All you're doing is ruining your life. And then you don't have anybody that you get along with. You don't want to talk to anybody. You're in a corner smoking weed, and then nothing happens in your life. How to date a Filipino. Guys, there's so many malls in the Philippines. They love the malls. Even the smaller malls, they're kind of beautiful. And just go to the mall, get stop in an eatery, even the food courts. That's okay. Or there are better restaurants outside the food court. You can do that. But it might be good if you just order it in the food court and just talk and buy her a little something, a little pasalubong. That goes a long ways. A little, you don't have to have bags and bags of stuff to buy, because overdoing it's not gonna get you more points. You're either gonna score points or not. Um, where did we go on our? When I got here, we were married. We were already married online, but we had an online relationship for 19 months before I met her. We got married after almost, oh no, that was so 17 months we got married, and then 2 months later it took us 2.5 months to get the visa, and right down to the last week I was waiting for an answer. They didn't answer me, and I was using it. I had sent 4 express mails to get it right, but I wasn't sure until there was 7 days left to go, and I got my visa. I was very fortunate. I didn't have the services of Filipino visa, which would have made it all easier, and I could have relaxed, and things would have been better. Would have been worth it. Whatever the price is, you might get some sticker shock on the price, but trust me, you will not waste your money on doing it yourself. It's still going to cost you doing it. Each express mail was like $55. 4 of them, that's $200 right there. And that's just 4 express mails. That's not everything else I wasted my time on. The paperwork was so thick. Just to get a visa to travel during the travel ban. So I had stacks of paper and notaries and duly notarized documents. They do all that for you. And so when I got here, we obviously there was her daughter lives in Australia. She had sent us food delivery, so there was cake and some food. I forget what we had for food. It might have been some kind of a chicken thing because I love chicken. And and we had some wine. She had sent wine too. So where did we go on our first date? Well, I remember we went to the Sky Cafe because we're at the bottom of the Antipolo Mountains. We're actually in the foothills, but we're only like less than 2 miles from the water. It's Lake Laguna, so it's on the on the west. The lake is there, but on the east, it's the mountains. So when we go up there, you can see Manila and all the cities. There's 11 cities. You can see it all. But it is in a distance that you can't really capture good footage, even with the 4K phone cam. You need like 35 millimeter to really get. And we're just drinking orange juice today. We had mango shakes yesterday. So we went to the Sky Cafe, and then we went on. I can't remember which one was first. I think we went on the boat. We went on. They have the wings with the rods, so they don't tip. And so they won't, because it's like it's a giant canoe. So you have bench seats. There's an outboard motor, and then you have the wings that come out. It's wooden, so that it won't tip. And we went on the water for about an hour. Might have been like 55 minutes. I can't remember which was first because there was like one day after the other. We went on the water, and then we went. Of course, we went to the mall too because we bought a couple of things. Then we went on the water, and then we went to the Sky Cafe. I think the water might have been first. And Darren, I just want to see video of your wedding or your first kiss with her, and or else I will not. You can't convince me that you're really married unless I see a video that you kissed her with wearing white, and someone said I pronounce you man and wife. That has to happen. When Norma and I got married online, we did the ring exchange. Like we weren't in person, but we did the ring exchange right there. And he said, I pronounce you man and wife. He showed the document, the paperwork, and we had witnesses. You're one of the witnesses. That has to happen for you to get married. So where's the video? We have 2 wedding videos, and then we got a short out of it too. I could have made more, but actually I did make more shorts. A couple not. I didn't really do a whole lot because my shorts are mostly jeepneys. But Filipino life, and then the videos we're doing for Christian Filipina are Norma and I sitting here talking. So we get a good one coming out. I'm not sure when it's going to be released. It will likely be no later than Wednesday. And I know today's Thursday. What day is it? I don't know what day it is. I mean, I know today's Thursday, but if somebody asks me, is today Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, I'll go, I'm not sure because it doesn't concern me what day it is. I don't know if today's the 15th or the 16th. Let me check. Oh, it's the 16th already? One day closer to payday. That's all I know. So we're getting into these arguments about wives and growing channels. The do's and don'ts. If you can't show me some type of wedding video, then I'll say to you, I don't believe you're married. You can pull that charade off with people in your live stream, but you can't do it with me. The paperwork went smoothly and fast. I want to see a video. If there's no video, then you cannot convince me that you're married. You simply cannot. This is a video platform. You're a growing channel, and you seriously don't have video about your own wedding. Everybody ready? He doesn't have video about his own wedding because it's a secret. Here's why it's a secret. You possibly have more than one girl that thinks she's your wife or pretending to be your wife. Oh, that's ridiculous. I always wondered, how come Darren won't tell me anything? And then I did that. I love the show. I love the collaboration. It was fun until I realized, you know what? This isn't going anywhere. You get the same group of people. Um, do you have any Filipinas in your live streams? I wouldn't really think so. I wouldn't think so. We had a good amount of people when this started. We had a good amount of people. Let's check it out. All right, so here we are. Let's analyze. When you end the live stream, you don't see a viewer count. You'll see like 100, and then but in the analytics, you'll see 306 so far. So after it's not even an hour, so we have 300 so far. We peaked at 32. That's not bad. People don't say 2.5 minutes. That's a good view for this format. That's a good view time. So everyone's here for 2.5. That's a good one. So thank you for coming in, guys. If you smashed that thumbs up, hard to get thumbs up in this format too. But shares on DD's panel. Are you live now? Shares here all the time. Thank you. But she's not giving you dating advice or growing advice. She's just there to be friendly. Shares a simple person. She'll tell you, I'm simple. And that's not it's not a knock on her. That's not bad criticism. Most Filipinos will tell you they're simple. That means they enjoy the simple things in life. They enjoy going to church. They enjoy having um, festive meals with family and karaoke, things like that. Um, they don't have complicated lives. Like back west, you'll have relatives that don't give a flying crap about the rest of the family. That doesn't exist here. It does not exist. Filipinos are family oriented. I can't say that enough. Oh, I lost oh, there it is. A red flag would be talking about sex before you actually meet her and have sex. I would suggest that if you're coming here to meet a girl to have sex, you should have wedding plans. Um, I do not regret the way I did it with Norma. Looking back, everything happened perfectly, but looking forward, I didn't. Um, I wasn't sure until we started praying, and then the anxiety went away. Everything started working. I can't believe it. We didn't have Filipino visa, which I wish we had. I would have. It's worth it. The money they charge you is worth it because you'll save money in the long run. So they'll save you the money that they're charging you because they want to do the work. So that's the other thing. Now, living here, you're going to spend some money. What we do, many of the men in Norma's family, the nephews, they're all nephews. Um, they do work and they need work. So if they can get a day off, they'll do work for you for a price. Don't win the money to buy a motorcycle or to invest in. Some Filipinos do invest money, but get rich quick scheme. Get rich over a period of time. That's what everyone does. A lot of people do that. But don't give them money for that. Buy food and give them food or beer or whatever it is, whatever they're drinking. Liquor and beer here are cheap. Cigarettes are cheap too. But I wouldn't buy cigarettes for somebody. You can't buy a pack of cigarettes for somebody to make them happy because however, how much they smoke, that's their own habit. You can't really support someone's habits. So I have no interest in the growing streams. Just to have 5 people on panel, it doesn't make sense to me, because that doesn't help your channel. You should not be flexing other people's videos. You're doing that to create interest so they'll come to you, but you should be promoting yourself. That's the reason for live streams, and they shouldn't be very long. You shouldn't be doing 4, 5, 6 hour live streams. Live LS for WH. It's like, why am I watching a silent live stream? Why would people come in and watch that? To say hello, because I know you, so I'll say hello, good luck, and then what am I going to watch? 1 minute? That's really not what you need. If 1,000,000 people come in and watch 1 minute, how come we don't all have 1,000,000 views on one video? Because it's not going to happen. That doesn't happen. Because there's no curiosity. There's no fear. There's no desire. Curiosity, desire, and then fear. It's not there. They have that emotion has to be in me when I look at your title and thumbnail. It has to give me curiosity, fear, or desire. So if I'm feeling that emotion, I'll click it. But with the expats, they don't give me that emotion. It's like, why am I curious to learn how dating, or don't date a Filipino, or here are the do's of dating a Filipino, because someone's happy, or don't date a Filipino. She's going to take you for all your money. If you have the experience that a Filipina took you for all your money, what the fucking hell were you thinking? Couldn't have been that much money. Oh, I bought her a house. Oh, really? Sometimes you should be thankful that your plans didn't go through. Imagine building a house for your wife and then you're not invited. You're not allowed. That wouldn't go well. You're not allowed. Dating guidelines. Dating guidelines for men and women. Stop chasing women. Or the Philippines is awesome. I live in BGC. I know all about the Philippines, and I have dating advice. Oh, really? I don't care about the Maserati parked in front of your condotel in BGC. It ain't your car, and it's not mine. If I want to see your video showing me a Maserati parked in BGC, I'll go to a channel that specializes in showing me Maseratis. That is ridiculous. Most people that live in BGC are either here on vacation, or they're not OFWs, but they're former Filipinos that they come here, they have a condo or something like that, and so that when they have a chance to come to the Philippines, they stay there. That's different than you staying there because you have a job that requires you work in whatever business in the Philippines, and then you spend most of that money supporting yourself in a condotel in BGC. For what? So you can say you're in the Philippines. You're not really living a Filipino lifestyle. Neither am I, but I'm in the province. I get a lovely bird outside my window. Isn't that special? So he's really there. Um, we have a nice place out back that we built since I got here. We just put some additional. We put treatment under the roof to cool it down a little bit, but I wasn't prepared to do outside today. Soon we will do that, but today I wasn't prepared. Jeepney J is on top with Norma. Yeah, I've been thinking of going outside. We've done a couple, but Today's not the day, guys. Soon I'll go out there again. Biggie, I'm broke. You're not broke. Is that what you say? Why? Because of beggars? Are you running into a lot of beggars? They put their hand out, they put their left hand out, or one of their hands out, and then the other, they touch their mouth. It's like, I'm hungry. Norma says, don't give him any money. He's fat. I'm hungry. Fat guys. Well, I mean, they're not really fat. I mean, they're not super fat, but they have like a punch belly. Oh, that comes from eating too much starch, guys. If you have a pot belly, you're eating too much starch. And see, here's the thing. Norma says, I don't eat that much. And I said, I know, but apples are starch. Really? She's a wonderful cook, but she didn't go to cooking or restaurant school, which I didn't spend that much time in restaurants management school, but it's one of the basics that you learn that they teach you. You wouldn't put mashed potatoes with cream corn and a ground beef stir fry. You wouldn't have all that. That's like ridiculous. That would never be a menu item. And you wouldn't mix pasta with rice. That's what they do here. Because someone will bring they'll bring rice, plenty of rice, and then the host will cook rice. Somebody else will bring rice, cooked rice, and then then they'll have pasta, and then they'll have pancit, which is like a rice pasta. Um, and then there's two or three kinds of pancit. You have pancit canton, pancit bihon. So it's very filling, and it's starch, and it looks like spaghetti. It's like a white. So they just don't, it doesn't have the spaghetti sauce. It doesn't have the red sauce or a, like or a white sauce, bolognese sauce or something like that. It's a little bit different. Um, you might put lime juice in it. They have the calamansi, the lime juice. I just like a bum and say I'm broke. Seems to help. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get like 50 of these. They're not all Dior's, but it's like 50 designer shirts that I got back in 2022. Every once in a while, I pick up another t-shirt. So I have so many of them. It looks like I'm rich, but I'm only semi-rich. I'm not fully rich. It doesn't help to tell people how much money you got, because people with more money, they're just spending it on nonsense. It's like so many Westerners are they're spending more money than I make on healthcare. Like why? I need my prescriptions and I need therapy and all that. That's ridiculous. Get a massage for massage is like if you go for a massage, it's like 300 or 400, but the house calls will cost you about five. You don't want to like be the cheapskate when the girl's making a house call. You're in your own bedroom. That's like comforts of home. That's worth 500 pesos. There's no doubt about that. Actually, it's time for another one. It's time for another massage. So, expats, you folks, most people, and I mean, 98% of all people know a thing or two about dating, but you're also getting things wrong. So when you see all these expats with dating advice, take it with a grain of salt. Then, if you follow that to the letter, you will fail. Somebody's upset with his relationship. Oh, don't date Filipinos; she'll rip you off. Oh, really? The first time I came here, we had a group of people, maybe 10 of us, 10 or 11. We were in Quezon City. It was a decent restaurant. I mean, for Filipino standards, it was a very good restaurant. And we were done eating. We still had the plates and some food and drinks were still on the table. And I pulled out my credit card, and the woman sitting to my left slapped the card out of my hand, and she said, "You ain't paying for this." And I thought, I have more money than she does. And she went, "You ain't paying for this. This is on me." Then I found out she's a condo owner, more than one, and that doesn't even include her family home where she was living. So she's leasing out at least one condo near Mall of Asia. She owns another condo in a beautiful complex in Quezon City, right at Fairview, right across from SM Fairview Mall. It's a gated community, and then she lives outside of Quezon City. I forget exactly where, so, somewhere nearby. So she was kind of well to do. And so not all Filipinos are here to rip you off. That ain't true. The thing is, a lot of expats are going to the bars in the well known cities for expats, and they're getting a cheapskate girl, and then she works him and gets money for sex, I say, because they're bragging about sex, so it's money for sex. And I always used to say, I'm not doing sub for sub. We're telling people to watch videos. Well, you're doing a live stream about growing your channel. That's sub for sub. That's all there is to it. Please connect to Big E. I'm broke. Yep, if the first word you type is JAY, it'll pull up your main link. But you gotta watch a video, guys. If you just subscribe to somebody, that won't work. That they will lose you. I lose subscriptions to people, and I'm watching their videos, so I don't know what YouTube's about. If they don't like your politics, they can unsubscribe to everybody to you if they want. If they don't like your politics. We haven't talked about politics. Sometimes I'll say something philosophical, and someone will go, "Did you just talk to me about politics? Are you getting political?" No, you're just stupid. Idiots are woke, and the woke are idiots. It doesn't make sense. But yet, there's millions and millions. There's hundreds of millions of people that are woke because there's hundreds of million people that are idiots. And they think, "Oh, I'm smart. I have a degree." Yeah, the universities are creating more and more degree courses that you can afford. They're affordable. It doesn't cost as much to get a degree in government studies as it would cost to get a medical degree. And now medical doctors, they're just there to make you their customer and put you on, if possible, put you on lifelong prescriptions. You're a subscriber. Oh, my doctor said, "Don't eat broccoli, Jay." And I went, "What?" "Yeah, my broccoli said don't eat it." I said, "Why?" "Because it gives me pain." I said, "Ma, that's because you're full of putrefaction. That's blocking your intestines, and then the broccoli is causing pain. Once once you clear your large intestines of that putrefaction, and then high enema will help you with that, you'll probably lose 40 pounds of fecal matter, and you'll say that you feel like you're 20 years younger. I was in pain 20 years ago. I feel 30 years younger. You There's things people don't realize. But the doctor didn't want to go there. He just said, "No, just take these pills," because now she's on Medicare or whatever, and she gets a little bit of money for that, and then it all goes to paying her subscriptions and doctor bills. There's no extra money. I got a degree in Asian American lesbian studies. You know what? You show me an Asian American lesbian, and I'll show you my dick. Neither one of them is going to happen. Oh, I'm not supposed to be vulgar doing this. I'm supposed to know better. Um, Guidelines for dating a Filipino. Don't talk about sex. I've been cursing lately. Before I retired years ago, even before I was at the end, I didn't realize I was getting near the end. But it was about 2 years from the end, and I said to my boss, You've never heard me curse. And he looked at me and he went, you're right. I haven't. And I went, so here you go. Fuck you. No, that happened soon after that, but it didn't happen right away. We had a fight, but there was no fight until I decided to say something to him. And I was like, I was ready to get fired, and I was trying to get fired, and he didn't fire me. That was unbelievable. He said, if you want more responsibility, I'll give it to you. And I said, "Well, if you want something done, you give it to the busiest man, and that's me, and you throw it on my desk. You do it. My old boss did it. That's just the way it is. When you have the power to delegate and you need something done right away or quickly, you give it to your busiest person, and then you know it's going to get done." I'm learning to be one from Philip Janik. I had Philip on my show. He was here for like 2 hours. I considered that a good show. Um, that was kind of awesome. He did a lot of talking. He had energy. I guess he was energetic. So I just let him go. I let him talk. That was He wasn't vulgar. He was actually quite knowledgeable. I was very surprised because I didn't really give him. I didn't get the chance to really hear a lot of what he has to say. It was always just comments, you know. And sometimes it's hard to make a comment about what you just heard, and then everybody knows who you are by that comment. That's hard to do that. Um, so it's one of the hardest things to do, right? That's why Biggie, you doing the right thing. When you come in, you always go, Jay's got it going on. That's a smart way to do things. It's the same thing I did the first time I watched one of your videos. I said, "This is a wonderful video," and it was. It was a good video, and I said, "Why?" Philip was a taxi driver. Oh, that explains a lot. I want a taxi company before, so he's used to engaging with the public. Yeah, I drove a limo for about 1 year. I'll never do that again. I didn't sign up for this. That is one of the things I said right before the end. But I didn't. I went into the office and I sat down, and the manager was there, and the co-owner was there, and I said, "Guys, thank you for you know thank you for this. Um, it did help me a bit, but I got to move on." And I just told them that, and I said, "Thank you for this. I have no hard feelings. Um, it's interesting, but I got to do other things." And what did I do after that? I can't remember if I delivered pizza after that or before that. That I can't remember. But I got to do something else. And then I got a job as an airport hotel controller. I had been a hotel controller before that for 20, no, about 12 years. But then I took two consultant jobs, and then I went back and got a job as a airport hotel controller, and I never looked back. Limo driver controller for the Hilton Corporate World Traveler. He's kind of Hilton wasn't. They weren't my boss, but the brand. They were the brand. It was a Hilton brand. So my email was jason.michelson@hilton.com. Um, but that email's probably been disabled. I'm killing it. So thanks for coming in, guys. Anyway, so I just wanted to talk about how to date a Filipina. Why are expats such dating experts? LOL. They say LOL because they're not, but they think they are. Oh, I had a bad experience, so I'm going to say don't date Filipinos. They'll take you for all your money. Oh, really, your 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 healthcare platform is taking you for all your money, and your doctor. and who else? And your antivirus for your computer. You're a lifelong customer. They're ripping you off. When you buy antivirus, that's when they start telling you you need this and that. If you don't have antivirus and it doesn't tell you to do anything, you're fine. You're fine. You don't need it. Your operating program should have some protections in it, and to guard against whatever you don't, whatever's going to hurt your computer. So I don't go for any of that stuff. When you buy electronics, they want to know if you want extended warranty. For what? You're not going to fix anything after this warranty expires. It's never going to happen. The biggest experts are all the little mama's boys and basement boys who never came to the Philippines. Or they had that one bad experience and then don't go to the Philippines and don't date a Filipino because you're going to get ripped off. No, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for hitting that. We get no thumbs up. Smash that like button, guys. See, now the growing channels that have, the 100 thumbs up or the 180, it's all fake. It's almost all fake. It's not all fake. It's almost all fake. They're buying chunks of thumbs up and they're using ninjas for the rest. That's why they schedule ahead of time so they can have time to log in all their ninjas and do the thumbs up. And then when you look at the total views, it doesn't add up. If your thumbs up are bigger than the total views, something's wrong. Yeah. And some guys come over here. I don't know how they get their channel so big. They must be buying it or something. I don't know what they're doing, but somehow they've got a pipeline to active views. That's why when we do videos for Christian Filipina, Norma's sitting here right next to me, and they always say, "We love it, we love it." But there's not too much do-overs. You don't do the whole thing over. You just change a couple of things, and it's usually good. And it's usually the pop-ups on your screen that they maybe like or don't like. Being in an LDR, you should use the LDR to get to know your person. That's what I did with Norma. Norma and I had a 19-month LDR because of the travel ban. I had been here like 8 times, and I actually had tickets to come back before the travel ban. But in between the buying the ticket and the flight time, the travel ban hit, so I got stuck. And we finally realized we could marry online because the Philippine consulate agreed that Utah County would be signed, the apostille would be signed by the lieutenant governor, and that would be acceptable for a visa to travel. But in the visa, it said no guarantee that the Bureau of Immigration is going to let you in. So I had to go with that, and that costed money too. There was a price to pay for that. But Norma and I, it wasn't filthy. We never discussed sex. I let her break the ice on that. She kind of hinted around, but never with any dirty ideas. Um, it was just like, of course it's going to be good. We'll be married, or something like that. So, I don't understand if I'm 67, but at the time I was 64, and because I was there 1 month, and then it was 2 months. I was there approximately 2 months, and then my birthday. So there was a big celebration for my 65th birthday, 665. So she said all her family was there. And I thought, and then our best friend was there. So, and then, and those are the things that Filipinos love. Um, so, and I said to her, that's the best birthday party I ever had. It just, I always had a cake, but it was just like a happy birthday to you, and 5 people there, and then a cake. And that was it, all my life. So nobody ever threw me the big birthday party until I was 65, and then it was a big birthday party. It's all legitimate. Yeah, the travel ban was one of the biggest scams in the world. The pandemic, they took a real virus, they performed gain of function on the virus in a lab, and then people died, and then they started saying that everyone who was dying died of COVID because when you went to the hospital, you got COVID. Isn't that funny? It's a peculiar kind of funny. And then, and then everyone was brainwashed. I remember saying I was at the car dealer, or car repair, saying that this is fake. And someone went, "Oh no, you don't watch TV," and give me all that shit. Oh, I don't watch TV. You need to watch the news. Yeah, that's why you have all this fake information in your head because you're watching. It's one of the biggest scams in the world. Wearing masks. In 2021, there was a study done for like, okay, in the last year, we did a study on all the patients who died, and 99% of them were over the age of life expectancy, and they all said that they never took their masks off. I mean, unless they were in the shower, and stuff like that. So they were like religiously wearing their masks. 98, a large super majority of the percentage of people who died said that before they died. Like, we were religiously wearing masks because we knew we were sick. When my first wife, we were already divorced, and, she said that she was told she didn't have long to live because she had cancer. So I went to see her, and I had already had a relationship with Luna, but we hadn't met in person. And I told her I'm leaving as soon as possible. This is still a few months. This is a good 5 months before, 5 or 6 months before I would eventually leave. And she said that although she was in for cancer treatment, she had cancer years ago and it went into remission. But she said the neuropathy never goes away. She still has to take medication for that. But the breast cancer, is in remission. But then a different form of cancer came to her, and she was told she didn't have much longer to live. So I went to see her, and she said that she contracted COVID, but she was told that there were no effects of COVID on her. She was asymptomatic. So she said, "But I need you to drive me to my checkups and my doctor's visits, but you can use my car." Blah blah blah. So I said, "Okay, I can do that," because I wasn't working. I had just retired. So, but she said, "But you'll have to wear a mask because my doctor told me to wear a mask." And I went, "I thought you said you were asymptomatic." She goes, "Yeah, but he also told me I still have to wear a mask." Why? Why? So there's the misinformation. And now they're saying, the most dangerous thing is misinformation, right? They're the ones giving the misinformation. It's such a lie. You know, if someone thinks they're winning an argument with me, I'll say, "Do you know what the big lie is?" And then they shut up. As Dr. Strangelove once said, Jay, sex is important for the propagation of the human race. Most people should avoid it. I don't want sex. I don't want that. No, I do. I see everyone thinks, okay, there's pleasure in it, so therefore I want it. I want instant gratification. With who? With who? A slut that's going to try to rip you off? What is wrong with you? They say the most dangerous women are the ones that you wish to worship the most, the beautiful ones. They're the most dangerous. Now, not necessarily, but it's likely that you're worshiping the wrong thing for the wrong reasons. You're a worshiper. Stop chasing women. When you stop chasing women and improve yourself, you'll find the right girl. There she is, right there. There she is. That's Norma when she was younger. There's another one. She's really young here. Uh, I don't know how young, but those are old pictures. We don't have very many old pictures. That's why I'm looking at them, because there's only a couple. You're locked in time. You're locked back in time for some reason. So expats are giving dating advice. Why? I don't get it. I should. I'm not going to do it, but I just thought maybe I should go to some of those videos. Expat dating advice. And show what I'm talking about. It's so ridiculous. Wait a minute. Did I? Oh, oh, there it is. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so all right. I thought it disappeared. I want to pin that. Right? How do I pin that? I don't. Oh, I don't have to. ET travel freely. The experts are giving bad dating advice. There's so much of it out there. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe. Everyone's in love with their sin. Like, what does that mean? The Oxford Dictionary took the word sin out so that nobody would know what it is. We don't want you. The devil doesn't want you to know what sin is. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. How come nobody likes me? I was watching a live stream yesterday. She was playing with tarot cards, Tarot. The evil thing. She had like 500 viewers because they wanted to see how the cards would turn. That is so devilish. It's ungodly, but everyone's. And then there was a guy doing a good job on talking about God, and he only had like 40 or 50 watching. It's like most. This is what scares me. Most people are watching the evil thing, and they don't know the difference. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. That guy's doing a live stream about God. He's pretty old fashioned and stupid. Apparently, he's not watching the TV that we're watching. Apparently, he doesn't watch enough TV. Someone actually said that to me. You're not watching enough TV, Jay. If they're all saying it, it must be true. Yeah, because the same types of people are investing in all of them. That's how you gain power and run the world. That they've been doing it for 200 years, 250 years, 300 years. Since the Illuminati has been in place for 300 years. And even before that, I don't know when the Illuminati started calling themselves that, or people that were referring to them as that, but eventually they will run the world, and that will be the beginning of the end. How's that going to end? Not well. Not well. I already know how it's going to end, and I'm not making it up. It's written. It was written before they became anything, right? What TV? I don't get it. Now I'm watching J Live. That's what we're talking about. Now we're talking about television in the mainstream media. Depending on where you're from, all television news is the same and it's fake. It's not. You can take a fact and spin an ungodly non-truth. You can spin a non-truth out of a fact. Take a true fact and spin something that isn't true. They're doing it every day. And it's the mainstream media. And the Illuminati invests in the mainstream media. BlackRock is the big one. They invest in all the Fortune 500. And that's why they all have similar ideas, because they're told you have to have, you have to do this, that, you have to have equality, equity, and inclusion. You have to have a zero carbon footprint, but it's okay for us to have our private planes. That doesn't count. It's just, it goes on and on, and that's what I call the fake news. And they go along with it because we're your major investors. You have to do it. You have to do what we say, or you're out. You're out. No job. The cancel culture. That's why people get canceled. Telling the truth. YouTube is a victim of, they sold public stock and BlackRock, State Street, and Big Pharma. Big Pharma is oh, the name just slipped my mind, and I had them for Vanguard. So BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street, they might not be 51%, but they're the largest investors overall for all stocks, especially mostly the Fortune 500. So that's why you see all these corporations doing, and they hire a lot of people, and that's why most people are on the same page. With their political correctness. We have to have a diversity vice president. Why? We already have a human resources vice president. Why are we duplicating that? That's ridiculous. Well, our HR person is an EVP, and then our diversity vice president is a just extra. I want to keep it on the down low for the average person. It's just so ridiculous. Thank you for watching, guys. That's all I can say. Thank you for watching. Expats. So where are the expats? How come they're not here? Why? Why are the expats not here? Why? Let's get that in there. In the description, guys, is the connection to the links I was discussing earlier. Filipino visa. I recommend that if you're trying to get your Filipina here, you should call them or connect with them and ask them some questions. Tell them you need help, because you do need help. Even though I was only coming here, which should have been easy, during the travel ban, it was not easy, and I spent all kinds of money that I could have given it to them, and then I wouldn't have had the headaches. Oopsie. All right. All right. We'll save that. Did you see the video processing remaining time on the current video? Yes. Yes. I don't know why they're doing that. Not sure what they want to know. Oh, thanks for stopping in, guys. It's only been an hour and a half. It's hot. I gotta check. I gotta check the reservoir. I'll be just 1 minute. We have an indoor aircon unit with a water reservoir, and it's very muggy here. I'll be right over there. Check it out. Check it out. Oh wait, oh, the bird's not there anymore. He left. Oh, he left. Let's check it out. It's getting full. All right, I'll dump that. I won't be far away. I'll be right back. All right. All right. So I had to move that like the fool I am. Let's turn that back. ET, what's going on? You have your own story. That's good enough. Mainstream just want your money, nothing much. Yeah, you've always been lied to by the news. Um, they because the Illuminati, however you want to say it, Masons, they're all in it. Um, ever since the beginning of TV in 1949, they've been telling you a narrative. We're not lying. When it snows out, we'll be the first to let you know that it's snowing. We'll be telling you the truth. It's snowing out here. It's a wicked blizzard. We got about 17 inches so far, and there's more to come. The wind's blowing about 40 knots. I lost my hat. Oh no. They're lying to you. They're lying to you. And they just lied to you, and they're going to lie to you again. They're lying to you. Thank you for waiting, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? 528. Thank you, guys. Um, I wish I could put stuff on the screen. So, like, how can I do that? I could. I could put signs. Please smash the like button. You gotta hit the dots, pull down the drop down, and hit the thumb up. That's really what you gotta do. But only people that are willing to do that already will know that. If you're watching on internet, that's fine. We're also on ABC. No, we're on the Fox network, guys. Did I just say ABC? I can't lie. They'll shut me down. They'll shut me down for lying. Misinformation. You led people. You led people to believe what isn't true. Okay, here's what's true. Your investors are BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street, and they're telling you to lie to us. We don't say anything to anybody. That's the problem. But you shut people down. YouTube does have ways of slowing your videos down. Your videos won't really get very many views, other than if your friends are looking for it, you'll get a view. But if not, you won't. They don't put you out there unless you're big. That's true. So I'm very upset about that. Very upset. They say they're giving me impressions, but I don't know. I just don't know. What do you think? The people that are playing tarot, TAROT cards, they're getting hundreds of viewers, and then the gays the cross dressers, the transgenders, they're all getting all the views. Everyone's watching that stuff. It's pretty sad because they don't know the truth. They don't know the truth, and then they'll tell you that you're spreading misinformation. You don't know the truth. I am a woman. I am. It's crazy. It's crazy. They're going to start making laws. You can't spread misinformation. Well, they were trying to do that under the Biden administration. They wanted to have a minister of misinformation, and she didn't know dick from twat. Oh, that would have been a joke. All right, how much longer do I want to go here? We gotta change it up. Expats. All right, expats. None of them said anything. They didn't want to chime in because they're all watching porn. That's that's how you know who you are. And you'll watch these videos where they're talking about dating advice from an expat that's traveled. I'm in the Philippines. I have dating advice. Don't date a Filipina, or or have sex with 5 of them. Tell them all they're your fiance, but you want to keep it a secret until you get married, and then it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So how does this? We dropped off. So we went live at little after 9:50, and now we've been live for a little less than 2 hours. We're winding down, guys. We're almost ready to end it. Thank you, guys. Almost ready. Your doctor is also a thief. He's going to put you on medication, even young or old. You don't have to be over 60 to get lifelong prescriptions. You can be a kid. They put kids on drugs like Prozac. You know, your family doctor is one of the biggest thieves. Um, your mortgage broker, they're thieves. Mortgage brokers, those real estate companies, because their biggest investors are the Illuminati, the BlackRocks, the Vanguards, and State Street. All of the big name brands, they're all guilty. Why am I doing this? We're talking about expats giving dating advice. Oh, that might make a good video, and I'll be able to put. Oh, it'll be in portrait though. It doesn't come out right if I stretch it. even though you'll see my face, but it'll be like this. So why did we have such peaks? Didn't they say the max was 34? Now it's 32. Why did that go down? Maybe someone came in here with ninjas. I don't know. If you get deleted, well, I won't lose the view. I'm not sure what they did. That's weird. That's very weird. Very, very weird. I don't know. I am running out of things to say though. Expats are off the hook now. I don't know what to tell you. Other than stop chasing women, and the worst thing you can do is talk about sex before you're married. Before you actually meet. You shouldn't say, you know what, I'm not going to tell you you can't do what you want, but I can tell you that it's not going to end well. It will end, it won't end well if you do that. Well, some guys, oh no, I met her, sex was even better than she promised. But eventually that will end. So I gotta go. I think the chat stopped. I don't know if 5 people are here, so all right. I'm out of it. I'm out of energy. I don't know what to say. So enjoy your Thursday, guys. It's almost the weekend. Almost the weekend. If you're still hanging out, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, guys. Thank you for doing that. The thumbs up. Just touch the 3 dots near the top somewhere. Rona sees. Touch those 3 dots at the top and hit a thumbs up. Because I don't have any thumbs up. I guess it's too late for that. It's not too late for you to give it. It's too late for me to have it. I don't know. I guess if you schedule your live stream ahead of time and use all your own ninjas to do thumbs up, you'll get more. But then I have to create ninjas. I don't want to do that. These people are so crazy. They promote themselves here in my chat, and then they're using ninjas to do that. It's like ridiculous. Rona Assis, thank you so much for stopping in. We're about to say goodbye, guys. It's a long goodbye. I actually started saying goodbye already. Thank you, John. Balut John. He uses different names. He looks like a ninja, but he's not. Hercules. every so often he changes his name. It's the same channel, but he changes the name. So it's not really a ninja. It looks like a ninja, but it's not. He's a wonderful guy. He's my big super chatter of the day. Usually he's now become my biggest supporter, my biggest super chatter. Thank you, John. Can't say thank you enough. Thank you, everybody. I'm getting ready to end it, and I can't make myself press that button. But I guess I have to. I have to press the button. 534 viewers. Thank you, guys. It'll be a smaller number when you refresh this, but in about an hour or 2 hours or so, 535. In a couple of hours, that'll get to the full number. I don't know why they do that, but they do it. I can't explain it. 535 viewers. Thank you, guys. Thank you.